Hey friends, today we're going to be doing a drawing of koala. There was a short story about a koala and how he lost his tail. We're going to be doing a koala bear on this paper. So this paper is something I made from some food that I had. So I just cut the box apart, and the back of this one is white. So I'm just doing a little bit of recycling, and I'm using a clipboard. I'm using a Sharpie, and I'm using some chalk pastels, and we're going to be doing some foreground, middle ground, and background. So to do your koala has kind of an ovular or oval shaped nose. So I'm going to start out with my koala's nose because it has a really distinctive shaped nose. And then I'm going to do two upside down U shapes inside that nose to give the little nostrils. If you don't have a Sharpie, you can use a pencil. If you don't have a pencil, you can use a pen. You can use whatever is at your house. Then I'm going to do a oval going kind of the other way, but that's a little bit fuzzy at the edges here. Like he's got a little whisker moment going on the sides. Then he's got some C-shaped ears that are a little bit fuzzy. That. And then he's going to have some eyes, which are kind of like circles. Okay. And then I'm going to give him a little bit of a smile because I like koala bears. In the story, he was kind of a tricky koala, but I'm kind of into koalas, so I'm going to make him sweet in my picture. And I'm going to give him some little feet in the front. It's just kind of a U shape that's a little bit twisted. And then maybe I'll put some little branch shapes in his hand like that. And then I'll make his little body kind of going out of the page. So he's like, you can't really see his feet. He's kind of out of the page. So he's in the very front of the picture. So he's in the foreground. So he's going to be the biggest thing in the picture. The next thing behind him is going to be a little bit smaller. And the thing very far in the back is going to be even smaller than that. So I think I'm going to do some little trees behind him. Okay, some trees right here. And then I'm going to put something even further back than that. Hold on, I'm going to do a little line for my land. Do something further back than that. I'm going to do some mountains here in the background. Very far away. They actually look the same size as the trees, but because they're huge in real life and trees would be smaller, to have the trees in the middle ground, I'm going to have them kind of the same size as my mountains. I'll do a little snowy cap on them just so we have some places to color in, and a little sun up here. Okay, so now I am going to use my chalk pastels to add some color to that. If you don't have chalk pastels, that is no problem. You can use crayons, you can use markers, you can use watercolors, you can use whatever you want. Whatever you have is great. It's just really important that you be creative and that you have some fun. I'd give him a little bit of a brown shade to his face. It kind of looks like I'm scribbling right now, but I am just kind of spreading out my color, so I'm keeping it light. I don't want it super dark because when I blend him, I want him to be kind of a light brown color. And I'm going to go over that with a little bit of this natural looking yellow. And then I'm going to blend it with my finger. Now when I'm blending chalk pastels, it's important to use just one finger to blend so that you don't make a huge smudgy mess all over your picture. It gives you more control when you're blending. So I'm going to choose one finger, and I'm going to blend those two colors together to make a soft koala color. And with my finger, I'm not adding any more color. I'm going to kind of smear that up and around the ear like this. I'm going to choose a different color for his nose, probably a soft gray. Let's see if I have a gray. I've got a darker gray, so I'm going to do it really light, and then choose another finger and blend so it becomes a light, soft gray. Now I'm going to do his leaves and blend with a different finger. Maybe I'll do these two. that same finger because I'm using the same green. And I can switch back to my brown finger to do the trunk because it's already brown. Do a red brown for these trees, so it's a little bit different. And then I'm gonna do my mountains a different contrasting color. Maybe I'll do them sort of a teal color to make them pop out against the sky, because I'm gonna do the sky a nice blue color, but not the same blue. And I'm gonna choose a different finger. So this one's clean, my little pinky is clean. And then I'm going to do my sky, a beautiful sky blue here. I'm going to use that same pinky because the color's a little bit different, but it won't mess it up because it's also blue. Get my sun in there, the nice yellow sun. Let's see, maybe I've got my thumb left. Not my sun. Now I'm going to come down here to the grass, just fill in the rest with my darker green, and then blend that, and I'm done. Now your koala does not have to look like mine. You can make yours look however you want. If you want to add a kangaroo, you can. The story has both characters in there, so you could certainly do both, and you can change your koala around, put them in a different spot, whatever you want to do. So the video looks really good. Thanks for being with me today, and I hope you're having a very calm and artistic time.